my troublesomes, it's Miracle and welcome back to Mind of a Miracle. I'm so happy you guys decided to join me today, and honey, we are doing what we do best, and that is sitting back and relaxing and minding other people's business. So go ahead, honey, go ahead, get your, where is it? So go ahead and get your comfort pillow, snuggle up, and sit back, relax. And you know what, guys? I have a special announcement to make. Honey, you and I, we have reached 1,000 subscribers. Oh my god, it's jingle bells. So I found this out on Christmas Day and I was so gung-ho, like, okay, I had a ridiculous outfit on, okay? So maybe if I still have the clip on my phone, I would just show you a little like thing of me trying to tell you like, hey, we got here, okay? And I was gonna announce a special giveaway, and then I realized I'm like, girl, you don't even know what you're giving away, so how are you gonna make an announcement video? So yeah, so as it is, if you guys are interested in the details of how to win this brain freeze palette made by Jeffree Star, okay, go ahead and just sit back and relax until the end of the videos, because all of the details will be at the end, okay? So you gotta make sure you actually watch it, because I'm not gonna tell you where it is, okay? And aren't I selfish? But guys, I'm so grateful, and I thought, why not give back? Because I always said to myself, when I hit 100 subscribers, I'm gonna announce the giveaway. And then I just woke up one day and then you guys were all here with me and I'm like, oh my god, I have friends. I don't know, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful. Thank you guys for sticking with me throughout this journey. I'm surprised some of you actually find me somewhat entertaining, but everyone has been so sweet and mild-tempered and so articulate and kind, and then, you know, making sure that they are giving me as much constructive criticism as possible, because my whole goal is to improve, and I don't know, I want to make sure that I'm befriending each and every one of you in some form of capacity. I don't know, there's just been so many wonderful people. I'm so grateful, and like, you know how my excitement is real, okay? I sat here and I ordered other things for the giveaway and I'm like, no, they need it now, because by the time this stuff comes, it's gonna be like, oh, you got a little bit more than 1,000, and then I'm like, I can't do that to you guys, so I'm gonna give you guys this brain freeze palette for right now, and then God willing, if you guys are very supportive, and if all things go well, in the future, maybe after like 5,000 subscribers or something, I will give away the other thing that I've ordered. I've already ordered it because I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I was really ordering it for this. I'm just talking too much. Here we go. Okay, my loves. So we're gonna talk about things as in our normal format, okay? I have my book of burnt book, okay? So first thing we're gonna talk about Petty Paige. So as many of you have already seen right now, Petty Paige has actually decided to separate herself from the Twitterverse and completely deactivate her Twitter. This decision came after many scandals hit her back to back. One of the major ones being that she was allegedly a racist when she ended up commenting to a Twitter account that ended up calling her out on her nonsense. And as it were, she ended up saying, go and eat some salmon with your dim sum ass. She never formally addressed that situation, nor did she issue a complete apology. All she did was acknowledge to some that this may or may not have been offensive, and she then proceeded to move about with her life.
Paige's tweet said, "At this point, all I can do is apologize for the cultural misunderstanding. I'm British. Things are said different here, so if I've offended anyone of Chinese, Cantonese descent, I apologize for that. But other than that, I'm not pandering to people who today's."
If you guys are privy to what happens on the Twitterverse, there is a major account. I actually forgot the name of the account, the whole pin, but it's Elli. Elli has this progressively long thread that is actually going into very, very, very detailed notion about who actually is the account that has doxed Here for the Tea. As it were, Sam, or Here for the Tea, her information was leaked to most of Twitter's community, her first and last name. As it were, her information has allegedly been shared with many accounts in which she has targeted in her videos.
The accounts her information was allegedly shared with include, but are not limited to, at Juvia's Place, at Estee Lauder, at Beauty Blender, at Lashify, and at Jeffree Star.
If you guys want to read that whole thread in full, I will link that information down in the description bar down below. As it is, I just uploaded a 40-minute long video, and I'm not too sure if you guys enjoy that, you know, in-depth of content. So if you guys want to see something like that in the future again, just comment down below so I know if it's okay for me to make these extensively long videos, but otherwise I'm gonna keep them kind of brief so you guys just have that quick fire information. This alleged account had also been a part of displaying some sort of anti-Semitic propaganda.
Just in case you guys didn't know what it means to be anti-Semitic, it means to be hostile or prejudiced against Jewish people.
As you guys are well aware, Here for the Tea and Petty Paige have had many times to share with everyone that they are not fond of each other.
This apparent distaste becomes more obvious after Petty Paige ends up retweeting the hate account's tweet, which reads, "I find it so ironic that at Here for the T2 accused at Trend Mood of leaking info before brands were ready to release, yet she just did the exact same things by revealing Petty Paige and her husband's management company before they were ready to." To make matters worse, Petty Paige ends up issuing her own response, and her tweet reads, "I also want to say that business and work ethic isn't important to someone who is rich already, so she can, expletive, on my husband's startup while she sits in her $1 million townhouse and drive a Bentley or whatever the expletive she drives." She continues, "Elitism is real. She don't work because she don't have to. YouTube was just an identity to her besides some guy's wife."
This is exactly how Petty Paige had gotten wrapped up into this anti-Semitic phase, and in true Petty Paige fashion, instead of addressing the situation as most people would have hoped she would, she decided, after a lot of hatred was spread all over her Twitter, to deactivate this type of social media form.
Her exiting tweet is as follows: "I'm keeping my public profile online because I have contractual obligations with some sponsored content, but I'm out. Deleting this expletive app. I'm going to enjoy the holidays and moving out of my home. Spin the stories you want. Here for the tea, you wanted power and domination? Continued, sis, you got it. You win. My sponsors have agreed to let me terminate early. I'm out." But it doesn't stop there, it continues well on to Instagram. Her Instagram story posts are as follows: "I'm done with this. I'm tired. I've deactivated Twitter with no intentions of coming back. Effing Twitter is a toxic platform, my god. The @PaigeChristie UK bullying has tipped me over the edge just a way to cyberbully people. This is why." And then she tags a comment that says, "I can't believe I was following an anti-Semite." People are intentionally and willingly misleading people into believing I'm anti-Semitic because I retweeted a non-anti-Semitic post from someone they believe to be anti-Semitic and made out like they made me use the word elite that apparently had anti-Semitic connotations, and that in turn was either me being anti-Semitic or willingly using anti-Semitic language. This week alone, I've been called a bully, a racist, an anti-Semite, my husband is also racist, so on and so forth. I'm like emotionally exhausted.
She has been quiet on social media for the most part. She's just been posting about her family, Christmas related some things. She posted some selfie, but today she has posted a little message, so I'm going to share that with you guys so you guys can know what it says.
I've been writing the script for this more recent video that I'm going to be putting out, hopefully either today or tomorrow, since the 23rd of December. So I've been working really hard on this. I just want to like end this chapter of my life and end it fully and let it be a full stop to everything. So I hope you guys will enjoy. I feel like it's been therapeutic, like, so I'm sipping on like a lemon drop sweet, but I feel like it's been super therapeutic for me. Like, I feel like I've through writing this script, which is long, it's a long script, it's gonna be a long ass video. But through writing this script, I've been able to just kind of like unload and just like breathe. And I'm almost at the end of it. After I finish writing, I'm gonna get dressed, showered, and start recording. And hopefully work on this video until tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'm in a good space. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Not even enjoy it, but I hope you guys will hear me out and understand. So yeah. I'm glad I took this time out for Christmas. I definitely needed to. I'm glad I was present for my daughter's Christmas, because I feel like everybody's main objective was to like stop me having fun at Christmas. Stop this one moment of enjoyment for me and my family from to be sat on the internet like, what are they saying? What are they doing? Why is everyone doing this? I'm so mad. They're talking about me. But I was actually able just to enjoy Christmas. Y'all wanted to win, but you didn't. Y'all wanted to see me die, but I rose, bitch.
So we can be expecting some sort of message from Petty Paige soon, and hopefully it will be to the liking of those who are awaiting her commentary on these things. So I'm going to swing the mood to something a little bit brighter. We are going to talk about the little scandal or not so real scandal of what happened with Logan Paul. Someone decided to upload a video on the Pornhub. If you guys don't know what Pornhub is, I can't help you there because I don't consume that sort of content, so I'm not going to put that there, okay? But if you guys want to go look that up, you can. And it's basically some sort of video where they claim that Logan Paul had committed some sort of fellatio on some male. Twitter went crazy over this. And as it were, instead of shooting down the whole thought of him possibly doing so, Logan Paul decided to address the situation and reach out to our lovely James Charles and say, hey boo boo, you was next, honey. James Charles did something quite admirable from his end by joking around and saying, honey, I'm only interested in straight men, didn't you know? It has been confirmed that that was not actually Logan Paul, so I'm not going to extensively talk about that at the end of this video for commentary purposes, but I just thought it would be a fun way to share this with you guys, and so you guys can get the little kiki cuckoo laughs and giggles like I did. Finally, I'm going to address the situation. I'm probably not going to make any friends here. I'm quite aware of that. However, I feel like this needs to be a topic of conversation, and we are going to be talking about our dear and loving friend Nick Snider. As it were, Nick Snider had been seen making rather cryptic tweets talking about how he's been engaging with Here for the Tea.
Nick's tweet reads, just had a very eye-opening experience thanks to at Here for the Tea too as to where one's life can go, and in the blink of an eye everything can be taken away. As many of you may have noticed over the past few weeks, I have been more angry than usual. I lash out. While there could be many reasons as to why that is, I don't feel that is somewhere I will go on Twitter, as I'm not set out to make up excuses or dodge any situation. Going forward, while I will still be that sarcastic, loving a-hole, I will try to be in a different direction when handling a situation. I understand the words I throw out can have a deep impact on the way people form opinions, and also can cause harassment that 100% of the time crosses the line. And I hope that all of you reading this will take the journey as well and reflect. I love you, female dogs. But now I'm still not seeing at Here for the Tea 2 in the flesh, so did she come to me in purgatory? I always knew you liked me, and thank you.
Here for the Tea ends up actually responding to these weird cryptic messages, and to which she basically says, I have no idea what this person is talking about. I have not spoken to Nick in several months. After all these strange and sporadic messages, Nick Snider ends up sharing with everyone what actually has been going on in his life for the last couple of days. Unfortunately, Nick Snider has actually relapsed, and he found himself in the hospital. He ended up addressing this on both Twitter and also in a YouTube video. I will include some of those clips so you guys can consume that material.
This video is more so just to get things off my chest. I'm using this video as a form of therapy. I know on my channel before I've said You know, I don't really believe in therapists. I don't really believe in paying someone to listen to my problems because I feel like I'm just giving them a paycheck at the end of the day and they don't really care. And for some reason, coming onto YouTube and telling you guys more information than any sane person ever would seems to help me. And if you follow me on Twitter, then you know this is going to go. You know that I've been very scarce. You can definitely tell I have not been uploading videos to my YouTube channel. But I've been very scarce on Twitter and other social media as well. And that's because I fucking relapsed. And I relapsed so hard that I was literally an hour away from death. I had so much narcotics in my system that the doctor did not understand how my body did not shut down. Before I go any further, I want to say a huge thank you. Because you know, people love to spread this rumor and this talk that myself, Rich, Dustin, Paige, and everyone else are not friends and we're just doing it for fucking show. But when it came down to a life or death situation for me, those were the people. Those were the people that did not turn their back. And I have to say a huge thank you to my friend Vanessa and my friend Dee for getting me on that psychiatric hold, because without them, I probably would have been sitting here being able to cry like Kim Kardashian with an ugly cry face.
Okay, honeys, opinion time. But before we even go ahead and do that, I'm going to announce how you guys could win this brain freeze palette. So thank you if you made it so far, because you guys are deserving to win this. All you have to do is like this video. So that means give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment down below telling me why you think you should win this brain freeze palette. If you guys are not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe, because what are you waiting for? And then go ahead and follow me on Instagram, because that is my favorite form of social media. So that is the best way to get in contact with me, is through Instagram. So follow me on Instagram and like the picture with this palette in there, and drop a whale emoji in the comment section. It sounds real complicated, but it's not. So, Petty Paige. Let's talk about Petty Paige. Petty Paige has been an interesting person to watch. I've consumed a good amount of her content, especially recently in light of the types of videos that I'm doing now on YouTube. And unfortunately, I've seen her take a dramatic turn in how she presents herself on social media, and it's kind of concerning with how abrupt that change was. But I can't really comment as to why she's made such a dramatic change. I don't know if her pockets are getting bigger. I don't know if she's smelling herself. I don't know what it is, but that's not for me to really kind of think about all too much, because it ain't none of my business. But what I can say is how she be treating her fans. That is not okay. That is not. The way that she addressed the situation revolving around the initial comments of her potentially being racist, with making that derogatory comment about the dim sum thing, I don't think that was properly handled. Even if that was a terminology that's primarily used in the UK, I think that she should have taken the time to explain that further, or just issue out the apology, because where she might not have found offense to it, she didn't really delve into the fact that other people surrounding her did find offense to it. And I think that's problematic in of itself, because again, she's being supported by so many people, and a lot of people actively told her it was offensive. And even though she didn't mean any offense by it, I think it is proper to say, hey, I'm sorry that it offended you, and I will be mindful of the sort of language that I use in the future. And I think it would have been all done from there. That's it. I'm gonna take the time to address this situation right now. As it were, I have been receiving a lot of feedback in reference to the way that I ended up commentating on the second release video, revolving around the drama community and the situation that was happening between, you know, the live podcast, or situation with Petty Paige, Nick Snider, and Here for the Tea, and Tea by Elli. So I decided to, you know, talk about that with you guys briefly. A lot of people had felt inclined to let me know that they felt that it was improper of me to talk about those topics without having a full knowledge of the people that were involved. And I humbly will say that it is probably in my best interest that I do that in the future, which I have been doing now. So guys, going forward, you will have the knowledge that the people that I am talking about, I have taken the time to extensively look into them, or as much information that I possibly can do. But I also want to just speak on this as well. A lot of times when I'm giving you my commentary on things, I'm not a one source news channel.
a lot of this, again, commentating means it's based off of opinion. So regardless of how much information you may or may not have on a subject matter, your opinion can be based off of the minute amount of information that is provided. And I just want to make sure that you guys are always making sure to cross-reference and look into things further just beyond me. Because I don't want you guys to just take my words and make it your own, which is why I try to format these videos the way that I do, so that you guys have a conversation with me, so we're able to throw ideas and piggyback off of each other, and then make sure that we are not condemning people for the actions that they have done. The last thing I want is anyone to, I don't know, feel wronged or perpetuate an idea of somebody based off of information that has been provided by a third-party source. Get your information from the source, where it comes out of. That way you can formulate proper ideas and not base everything off of assumptions or commentary or opinion related videos, because these are meant for discussion, at least for me. The negativity that I was experiencing from some people was solely based off of when I was talking about Ashley Kyle and her commentary with Petty Paige, and why Petty Paige has taken it upon herself to disassociate herself from Ashley. And I just wanted to say to you guys that my comments still stand as it is. It would be messed up if Ashley Kyle decided to befriend Here for the Tea after the alleged allegations were made against her child and her family. However, I had made and edited this video before Ashley Kyle ended up commentating on that scenario. So as it is, I have been able to change my perspective on that sort of situation. So I just want you guys to know from my mouth, because I'm sure a lot of you guys already know this, but this is for the people that have brought it to my attention. I just want you to know that Ashley Kyle did not, in fact, just befriend Here for the Tea out of nowhere. All she did was thank Here for the Tea for defending the narrative of making sure to keep her kids out of the limelight. Just don't talk about her kids, and a thank you is nothing wrong with a thank you. So, and in that realm of things, I think that Petty Paige was maxing out. She did a little bit too much. I don't think you would throw like a whole friendship under the bus over somebody saying thanks for guarding against my kids. And then as far as what Smokey Glow's, what happened with Smokey Glow, I'm standing by what I said before too. Listen, right and wrong does not change. I think it's great that Smokey Glow decided, hey, I'm going to do what's best for me and separate myself from this sort of situation, because there's like a lot of racial things going on with you guys, and I think it's best for me and my branding and my audience and for my own mental well-being to step back and not associate myself with what you guys got going on right now, especially since none of you are addressing the situation. That is perfectly fine. However, it is proper courtesy and decorum to just, it takes nothing. If you can sit here in front of a camera, just like I'm doing with you guys, and tell your audience, hey, I'm not going to the party, the shindig, the hootenanny, I'm not going to the gathering, I ain't got no business over there. If you can do that on camera, it takes literally 2 seconds. Hey, I'm not coming. You don't have to tell them why, just decorum, that's it. Now, as far as Petty Paige deciding to answer that more than Nick and then spread here and there and everywhere why she thinks that she shouldn't be friends with Smokey Glow or blah 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 blah. Girl, nobody's talking to you. It ain't your party, which you getting mad at. But that's also to tell everybody what type of conversation that they were having on the low for her to get so passionate about the sort of situation, because she seemed she seemed personally afflicted by what was going on. But it's already going, the party already happened, and Smokey Glow doesn't look like she's bothered, so I'm not either, okay? Beloved Nick Snider. Nick Snider has decided to use both Twitter and YouTube as a way to connect with his audience and inform people as to how he is coping with his recent relapse. I think it is quite admirable that he has decided to use his platform as a means to showcase what he's going through to his audience. I think it's a wonderful thing how he's basically using his situation as a means to encourage other people to do better and to inform people about the ins and outs of what it means to be in recovery. I think it's amazing that he is transparent
about his shortcomings. For the people that are off telling him that he should have passed away in response to his relapsing, is life really that serious for you to wish death on anybody? Anybody who's doing that? Like, why are you that demented? Are you that bothered by his existence that you have to wish death upon somebody? Listen, I can understand you being fans of someone, but to anybody's fans or wherever these people are coming from, if you have people that are endorsing this sort of treatment, this negative will towards somebody, you just a different league by yourself. You're literally by yourself. I think I've been blessed with you guys. You guys have continually been like so sweet and articulate and kind and just informative. Even if you don't agree with me, for the most part, a lot of you have just been spot on, and I'm so grateful that I have attracted so many wonderful people, because as it stands right now, I have not attracted those very opinionated and difficult individuals. I don't have any strong feelings towards anybody who I talk about. I do not know them as people, but I can talk on their actions and their activities and how they respond to things. So that is all I am basing my feelings on, is their activities. As far as how they breathe, how they sleep, how they eat, how they cope, I have no idea. But I'm just gonna talk about the actions of those people who are telling Nick to go off himself. Guys, that's messed up. That there's nothing else to talk about. I was watching Tea Time. Their Twitter is It's Tea Time. I really enjoy their content, okay? And I just want to say how nicely Nicky and Mocha have conducted themselves in their video, because I sat here and watched it like a true fangirl, okay? And I really enjoyed the fact that they actively have a negative sort of relationship in reference to Nick Snider and Dustin Daly, and they decided for themselves that they're not going to commentate negatively on that situation, and they even wished Nick Snider well, and I thought that was so admirable. And I just want you guys to use that sort of scenario as something that we can all apply in this drama world, this commentary world, is that we have enemies, so to speak, but I think it doesn't have to go beyond just that drama stuff. If somebody is hurting, it is natural to have compassion for that person regardless of what that person may have done. I live by this, guys. Just because you do bad onto me doesn't mean I have to return the favor. Rain or shine, I'm going to still keep doing the right thing, because that's what the right thing is. It's not conditional. I'm gonna rant and rave and then, you know, talk my mess, but at the end of the day, if I see you out on the street, if you starving, listen, I'm gonna still feed you. You just might not eat at my table, but I'm gonna still feed you. I'm gonna make sure you eat, and I want everybody to I don't know, potentially learn how to do that. Listen, I got this sandwich that's been sitting here for a hot minute. You can have half of it, but just sit over there. Yeah, that's all I had to really say about Nick Snider. I'm just happy that he's on his road to recovery. I hope that he continues to find the necessary help that he needs. I want to make sure that he knows that there are people that still love and respect him and want him to better himself. And even if he starts acting a hot blazing mess, that's still no excuse for anybody to say, go ahead and relapse. That's never okay. That's hateful. Like, you don't have to be like that in life. I don't know who told you you had to be that way. Kick rocks. Hurt your toes. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm so sorry to interrupt your regularly scheduled program. This is becoming a normal thing as I'm editing. I'm so sorry. This video is like type long. I don't know. I'm like exhausted. But in any case, I just wanted to just bring attention to this moment. For all those people who are like, I don't know if you guys saw this, but people are coming for Dustin Daly because he ended up tweeting that he thought this new eyelash company was really cute. The idea was cute or whatever, where they have the eyelashes in the pill bottles. People are coming down hard on him. Guys, it's not necessary. If you don't like the company, I would suggest that you reach out to the person who's created the company and not Dustin Daly. I'm sure they did not have ill intent. I'm sure they are not trying to romanticize the abusive behaviors that come with medical you know, with medical drugs and such, or non-medical drugs, or whatever the case may be. If you have an issue with the names, reach out to the person who created it. I think Dustin was just saying that the product was cute. When you turn everything into a heavy topic of discussion, I think that you guys end up blurring out the more important discussions that need to be had. And I don't know, pick and choose your battles, guys, or just fight smartly. I don't know.
Sorry, I took a little break. Hold on. I just watched Get Out for the first time. I know I'm late, but like... Does that give anybody flashbacks? No, just me? Okay. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification to receive further updates any other time that I upload. And I enjoy you guys so much, your company. I love you. I respect you. I value you. And thank you guys for riding with me throughout this journey. I really do appreciate you, and I love you all so much. Okay, until next time, bye!